Well, romance readers are in for a treat. Author Susan Elizabeth Phillips' newest book, Call Me Irresistible, is hot off the presses, and what a cover. And we are so excited that she is here in Tulsa this morning to talk about her book, kicking off her road trip. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, welcome to a winter wonderland.
This has just been unbelievable. We slid off the road on our way here, and one of the men from the station came in a truck, to a very nice man, to rescue us.
But still, but you live in Chicago right now.
I'm speechless at the condition of the roads. I understand it. You just don't have the snow removal equipment, but I have never seen it. We would have 14 inches of snow for our roads to look like this.
Really?
Yeah.
You've got some work to do.
You do.
Thank you for sacrificing and risking your life.
My life and limb I sacrificed.
Tell me about this new book. It sounds fantastic.
Oh, well, Call Me Irresistible is a novel for people who believe that life's too short to read depressing books.
I love that. I love it.
It's a classic attraction of opposites. He's Mr. Perfect. She's Miss Screw-Up. He blames her when his bride bolts the wedding, and she's left in a town where everybody hates her and where he holds all the power. So it's a classic. You have the attraction of opposites. You have a love story, but it's also a book about friendship and community and what we have to do to get ahead in life.
What do you love about writing this style of book?
I like writing books that present an optimistic view of the world. I like writing about women's friendships, and I like writing about the things that are important to women. And I like writing books where you don't feel like you have to blow your brains out from depression when you finish it.
Yes, very good point.
Yeah.
Now, you've written more than 20 books, and seeing your name usually accompanied with the title New York Times best-selling author, that's got to make you feel good. Or do you not take it for granted?
I never take it for granted. I've just been very, very fortunate that the books I know how to write happen to be books people want to read.
Yes, very good point. You're also very giving to others as far as new writers. There's an opportunity tonight when you're going to be speaking about your book that other people can come and learn about tips and also hear about local writing groups as well. What tips do you have for writers who are just starting out?
Well, the first tip sounds kind of goofy, but it's write. A lot of people talk about writing, they think about writing, they might even go to writing workshops, but they don't actually sit down and write pages.
Get it out.
You have to get it out. I talked to somebody recently who told me how much she wanted to write, but she didn't want to get started because she was afraid she'd have writer's block. I'm like, I have writer's block 5 times a day.
Really?
Yeah. So I think just writing and getting pages is important.
Yeah.
Also, do your homework. There are lots of resources on the internet that talk about how to construct a book, the craft of writing. Some of the information is wrong, some of it's good, but just sorting through is I think, a good exercise. And identify your market. You need to know what's on the bestseller lists. What are people reading? What are publishing houses buying? Sometimes editors will say, well, I'm looking for something fresh. They don't mean it.
Okay.
They want to know that there's a market for the kind of book that the publishing house is putting out.
Yeah. And before we go, what do you love about being on tour, promoting your book, but also reading to the people who love you so much and who have experienced these characters as you've written them? It
is being on tour and actually getting to meet readers is so much fun. It is worth sliding off the side of the road in Tulsa. It's a really, my readers are the best in the world, and I love seeing them and having a chance to interact with them. I do it on my website and on Facebook, but it's a whole different ballgame when it's face-to-face.
Okay, thank you so much. Safe travels while you're in town and for the rest of your tour. I appreciate it. And you can meet Susan in person tonight, a free event. It starts at 7 o'clock at the Hardesty Regional Library. That's at 8316 East 93rd Street. Go online, tulsalibrary.org. You can also call 596-7977.